Hello everybody, welcome to
Let's Talk Thailand.
I'm with my son Sky here, and we are here in Japantown. This is Japantown in Si Racha. Now Si Racha is a district just a bit outside of Bangkok, only about 1 hour's drive. So it's very easy to get here. You can drive for just 1 hour. So let's go inside and check it out. Okay, so right now I'm just standing right out in front. So the place is actually called J Park, and of course J stands for Japan or Japanese, or I just like to call it Japantown, but the actual proper name of it is actually called J Park. So as I'm standing out in front, I'm already seeing a lot of very authentic Japanese type of architecture, from the roofing and this massive big light chrome that they have hanging in there, and I'm just walking right inside here. And you can see that there's a lot of small shops all along the side here on the right hand side, and very well lit up. I think it gives definitely a Japanese ambience and Japanese atmosphere. So this section of course seems like it's a souvenir section, some clothing, a lot of foreigners, a lot of Thais, a lot of foreigners. Seems like a lot of tourists do come here on the weekends as well. And okay, yeah, it's funny, you see they have of course the groups of ATMs. Make sure you have enough money to go in here to do some nice shopping. This next section here seems like a bunch of various stalls of food stalls, and from the graphics, from the signage, from the posters of these shops, it is a very Japanese ambience, and very very visual of the food. And there's takoyaki and very small sort of, I think, light snack type of foods, barbecues course here. So I guess this is where you can grab some maybe initial appetizers before you grab your lunch or have dinner. And there's a lot of vendors, and I'm sure they try to keep the theming of these snack shops to feel very Japanese. Japanese potatoes here we see. Oh, this is actually not Japanese, it's a Thai sort of meatball skewers, but anyways, let's just keep going, see what we find here. I mean, the place is the structure, the interior design, the decoration seems very detailed and very bright and colored. A lot of lights, a lot of bright red colors here you see there. This is something that I thought was actually quite creepy, actually, walking at night, that little sort of mutated Kermit the Frog statue there. And in the pond here you have all the what we call, I guess what's called the koi fish. So I remember I was in Japan once, and it was during the winter, and we actually went to this river where they had some natural koi, and it's actually quite beautiful. The natural or the freshwater koi that they have in Japan are of course a lot bigger than the ones here. These ones are just sort of baby-sized ones, but I mean the whole place is very well kept and feels very clean. A lot of trees, a lot of bush, and the water was actually really clear. So we're walking over here to the next session, and it's all themed up, and this place is very well themed up. No corner looks dry. All the corners, the walls look very well decorated. This area seems like it's sort of the central park of the whole complex, where it's a gathering place for people to come and I think take pictures, of course, of iconic views, iconic sections of the place. So panning up here, then you see that bright sort of yellow castle-like house structure, or whatever you want to call it. It goes very well in the background of the picture. So definitely this is a place where everyone comes, who's been here comes to must take pictures for Facebook, for Instagram, whatever. So just panning around, this whole courtyard is surrounded by Japanese restaurants, and which we will take a closer look in a bit. But I thought this is actually really really neat. When I looked at it in video, these poles actually look like they're CGI or they're graphic, but they're not. These are actually real poles. But the fact that they're so brightly red colored, and with the strong sun, I mean this color is just so vibrant, just so vivid. I just thought it was cool that it looks like a CGI sort of a computer graphics pole in the lawn here. So here we've entered the sort of the restaurant area. So there's just a bunch of very authentic looking Japanese type of restaurants. I'm sure a lot of these owners are Japanese. We will soon find out soon, because I will definitely come here for lunch in a few minutes. But already the showcase of the food they have in there, it's quite Japanese, even from the outside walls with the wood and sort of tapestry like walls. Tonkatsu, yeah, of course. I mean, you must have Japanese food in a Japanese village town. You would expect, you would definitely have your ramens, tonkatsu, your sushi, and it's actually really cool how they display all the food outside in the window for you, so you can have an initial look first to see which restaurant it looks good, appetizing, or which serves your style of food. And we walk over to this corner, and I mean, no space is wasted. Every corner, every section of this complex is covered in restaurants. So I mean, definitely a great place, I think, considering it's pretty much right off the main road, and it's pretty much on the way to Pattaya, and it's only about an hour outside of Bangkok. You can actually use this place as like a pit stop or a little break from driving to stop and grab some coffee, or even grab a proper meal, lunch, whatever. So it's a place that seems like to serve all kinds of purposes, and attracts all sorts of customers and audiences from around the Bangkok area. And a lot of ponds. I mean, the landscaping they did here, it's quite wonderful. Very cool feeling. A lot of ponds, a lot of places and corners to take pictures, and so we're here on the right side of this yellow castle, iconic castle place, and it's very well landscaped, and so definitely a lot of different sections we can come around and take pictures. So I think that seems like the key magnet, for this place is pictures and great Japanese food. I mean, what more can you ask for if you want to drop by here for a day trip or do a pit stop or whatever? So guys, I think that wraps up our review of J Park. Okay, so it's not called Japantown, it's called J Park. It's time for lunch now. I'm gonna head over and have some nice sushi and sashimi. Of course, when you come here, you have to have Japanese food. And so, again, thank you so much again for tuning in to Next Stop Thailand. Thank you so much again for watching these videos. I will keep these videos coming, and please do leave any comments in the comment section below. Send me a like if you can, and of course, as always, I will put in the link for the GPS location in the description of this video. And just one more thing, after the credits scene, please do stay tuned. I took this crazy Japanese dancing show on the way out that you just have to see for yourself. Honestly, I can't describe what it is or what they were doing or what they were even dancing about. It was just out of control, absolutely insane. So please stay tuned and watch that. And here we are at the Shofu restaurant. This is where I leave you guys, where I have my nice sushi and sashimi. So thanks again, guys, for tuning in, as always. And of course, we'll see you again at the next stop.